After Natlan, the next region in the traveler's long journey is Snezhnaya. But from a few sources in-game, we have come to know that before we venture into the main part of Snezhnaya, our journey's next stop is actually a place called the NOD-KRAI. Now the only bits of info about NOD-KRAIs so far have been from Liben and Mavica, that is until the release of this particular event called On the Trail of Behemoths. And this simple event was able to give major groundbreaking lore about NOD-KRAI, their mysterious power, and even the Moon Sisters. Starting off, let's take a look at what we know about NOD-KRAI so far. According to Liben, NOD-KRAI is located at the southernmost end of Snezhnaya. Interestingly, the word NOD-KRAI itself means edge or region, and maybe that's how this area was named, because it is a region at the edge or end of Snezhnaya. NOD-KRAI is also a place where people from all over Teyvat gather and is especially hostile due to the harsh environment, and only has a guild named Voynich Guild as the sole regulatory force there. Liben himself was robbed by vagrants when he set foot in NOD-KRAI, but the Voynich Guild helped not only recover his goods but also bought all the goods from him for a very good price. But sadly, Liben got robbed of that money as well. This makes me wonder if the Voynich Guild is behind these robberies, which would explain why they were able to recover the goods so fast and even buy them for a very good price. This way they would not only get a good loot but also a good reputation. Now, according to Mavica, a Fatui stronghold led by Dottore is present in NOD-KRAI, and the people of NOD-KRAI apparently wield a very mysterious power, a power that even predates the 7 elements of Teyvat. But what exactly is this mysterious power? The answer is hidden in the new event, On the Trail of Behemoths. In this event, we meet Helka, who is a kid from NOD-KRAI trying to make an index of different monster varieties all over Teyvat. Now, there are 3 important things about NOD-KRAI that this child reveals to us: Nasha Town, Katya, and the Frost Moon Scions. Nasha Town is a place in NOD-KRAI where something called the Speranza is located. It is also in Nasha Town where Katya lives. Katya used to be an adventurer who traveled all over the world, but then retired to Nasha Town in NOD-KRAI on account of her injuries. Now, back in the chasm, we had met a Fatui Sissin mage named Katya, or Katerina Shnesheva, who was injured and searching for her brother Nikolai. While it was implied that Nikolai might have been killed by Shadowy Husk, the fate of Katya remains unknown. Maybe the Katya mentioned by Helka could be the one we met in the chasm, who has now retired due to her injuries and is now settled in NOD-KRAI. Now, the first challenge of the event is to defeat this secret source automaton. On seeing this monster, Helka tells us that he has seen relics with a similar stripe pattern in NOD-KRAI, particularly on an island where the Frost Moon Scions gather. But unlike this one, the relics there are dead and do not move. Also, the Frost Moon Scions are a weird bunch, unlike the people of Nasha Town. These Scions are said to live in the wilds and in forests, and are also said to worship a moon deity whose statues can be found all over NOD-KRAI. Although Katya has apparently warned Helka not to look into this matter much, Helka tells us that he's seen these Scions doing magic and that it's a shocking sight to see. Alright, since we now know that NOD-KRAI has a bunch of mysterious people worshipping a mysterious moon god, it could only be possible that the mysterious power of NOD-KRAI, as mentioned by Mavica, is most definitely referring to the magic that Helka saw the Frost Moon Scions do. In that case, what is exactly this magic power? And who exactly are the Frost Moon Scions? And who exactly is this mysterious moon deity? Now, Helka tells us that the stripes on the secret source automaton resemble the relics seen in NOD-KRAI. Now, after the 5.3 Archon quest, Mavica tells us that the fragments we saw in the fake sky are called Ancient Moon's remnants, and that they were relics of secret source technology from the dragon civilization. Also, if you take a look at the secret source automaton Hunter Seeker, its description hints that these automatons were built by the very same dragon civilization. And if you take a look at the secret source automaton configuration device's description, it says that the golden stripes or designs on it are its power source. While the Hunter-Seeker automaton was designed for experimental work like capturing and collecting samples, the configuration device was said to be able to help build cities even in the most extreme of environments. But why would the dragons even need such futuristic machines, and what has it got to do with the ancient moon remnants? Now if you take a look at this item called Shuttle of Odara, which is the refinement material for the sword Calamity of Eshu, it hints that dragons used to have machines called void shuttles, capable of traveling and traversing outer space. Now this brings a whole lot of possibilities and purpose for the dragons having had these futuristic machines. What if the secret source technology is related to the ancient moon remnants because the dragons actually sent these machines to the moon? What if this Hunter-Seeker was made to collect samples from the moon and the configuration device for building a city even in the moon's extreme environment? In short, what if the secret source machines were made in an attempt to harness the power of the shattered moon we see beyond the fake sky? Now Helka tells us that the relics he saw in NOD-KRAI, in the island where the Frost Moon Scions gather to worship their moon deity, look very similar to the secret source automaton we fight in the first challenge. What if the fact that these relics are found there are actually a testament to the theory of dragons sending machines to harness the power of the moon? Except that in Natlan it was the shattered moon, while in NOD-KRAI it was the moon deity worshipped by the Frost Moon Scions, the Frost Moon. This is actually insane because it may be hinting that the moon sisters we've been speculating for so long could be number 1, the Crimson Moon in Khaenri'ah, number 2, the shattered moon we see in Natlan, and number 3, the Frost Moon. Just like how Arlecchino and her people are descendants of the Crimson Moon, the Frost Moon Scions are most definitely descendants of the Frost Moon. And just like how being a descendant of the Crimson Moon is the source of Arlecchino's Bale Moon blood fire coursing through her veins, maybe the Frost Moon Scions also have the power of the Frost Moon coursing through their veins as well. This could also mean that the magic that Helka saw the Frost Moon Scions use and the mysterious power in NOD-KRAI that predates the 7 elements is most probably the power of the Frost Moon, the power of a moon sister. In the last challenge, Helka tells us that before he left NOD-KRAI, the Fatui had moved a lot of construction materials in and that a harbinger or harbingers were present too. Bawika also tells us this particular dialogue: ancient moon remnants, the doctor, a mysterious power. The project that connects these 3 must be ambitious indeed. But what project could she be talking about? Project Stuzha. Now from Collai's dream of Dottore burning the immense soul, it has been speculated that the Tsaritsa's goal is to cause Ragnarok, which is a Nordic event of burning the world to enter the next cycle of life. The event preceding Ragnarok is called Fimbulwinter, which freezes the entire world. Given the fact that Dottore was shown in the Burning Immortal teaser and that Dottore is in NOD-KRAI along with other harbingers, could mean that he is preparing for Fimbulwinter as well, that is to freeze all of Teyvat, which in Genshin could be Project Stuzha. Now Arlecchino's Bale Moon blood fire, which is power from the Crimson Moon, was shown to be able to erase memories of people as shown in her story quest. This made me speculate that Arlecchino's power, the power of the Crimson Moon, could be the one used to burn the Irminsul, which essentially contains the memories of Teyvat, thereby metaphorically burning away this world. So if the powers of the Crimson Moon, a moon sister, could be used to burn Teyvat, then the power required to freeze all of Teyvat, that is the power required to carry out Project Tusa, could be the power of yet another moon sister. And the fact that dottore is currently in NOD-KRAI means that the power required to carry out Project Tusa could be the mysterious power in NOD-KRAI, the power of the Frost Moon. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed watching that video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and do check out my other content, as I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.